Let's go back and talk to the elder, shall we? I always really enjoyed this part of the game, right here with Dragoneer, and all the references to the other Breath of Fires, because if you enjoyed them, and you enjoyed the series, it was up to this point, it was really cool to see them at this point harken back to the older games. Even if it's just for this little part right here, I always really liked that. Alright, Ryu, you may have guessed this, but I now must face my end. And you, your fate. Are you ready for what comes next? Yes! The Brood. We have waited. Waited to bequeath the true power of the Brood to the one we knew would come one day. That's why we gave up our power and came to this lonely, barren place, to hide that power from the prying eyes of the goddess. To fool Mira into thinking she had succeeded in eradicating the Brood. I don't know if our ruse worked, but we have guarded the essence of the Brood all these years, here in me. I'm ready now to give you that power. Ryu, blood of my blood. You must take the power from me, but... in order to guard against discovery by the goddess, we place special magic wards around this room. In other words, here you will be unable to use your Brood powers. I will use the true power of the Brood. But you, Ryu, you must depend only on yourself to defeat me. Gonna have to earn it. Boss battle, the Elder. This is actually a tough fight, because, like he said, Ryu cannot turn into a dragon. So let's get started. War Shout. Nina has a few additional abilities because of her training with M-Tai. She has Magic Sword. It's a single target attack that's stronger than Magic Ball. It does about as much damage as the really big spells. About as much damage as Ryu and Momo do with their attacks. So spend the 2 AP when you want her to attack instead of using the attack command, and just use Mind Sword. We also have Enlighten, which boosts the user's intelligence. Very cool. It's not a temporary boost either. It's like War Shout. It boosts intelligence for the fight. And we're gonna have Ryu Barrier. No, not Barrier, sorry. Shield. War Shout. So everybody gets attacked up. Now, for being really old, this guy's gonna pack quite the punch. Which makes sense. He's a dragon. Enlighten. IQ up. Sirocco. Which, that's the really big fire and wind spell, or the really big fire spell? Ow! Shield. Use Rejuvenate. Use a... I need to grab some more vitamins. Vitamin. Shield again. Because he will throw down with some basic attacks as well. Sirocco. Now, that's not the only one he knows. Yeah, this is the fire and wind one. He also knows some pretty devastating basic attacks. Rejuvenate. Use a vitamin on Ryu. And we're also gonna get barrier on people. Because that raises magic defense. You really want to use the first several rounds of this fight getting your defenses up to snuff. Bad back. Okay, got lucky. That means he just skips his turn. Barrier. That age kicking in, even for a dragon. Old for a dragon. Okay, we've done that. That's good. Cheese. I have a lot I want Momo to do right now. Enlighten. Barrier yourself, Ryu. That's what I wanted Momo to do. Now I remember. I was gonna have her cast speed on Ryu. Oh well. Top off her HP. Enlighten. That's 2 casts of Enlighten. That should be enough for Nina. There's Sirocco again. Which thankfully Nina absorbs, so... See, that barrier made a huge difference for Momo. Speaking of Momo, well, I'm gonna have her cast speed on Ryu, so he's fast enough. Use a vitamin. And... barrier Nina anyway, in case he uses a spell that she can't soak. Speed up. Basically, use speed on whoever's not fast enough to keep up with the Elder. There's the attack, by the way. Yes, the physical attack. He just slaps you with his tail for a ton of damage. And remember, we've cast shield twice. Guy does a lot of damage. Okay, everything up now. This is why I have Shadow Walk. Well, one of the reasons. Let's also... War Shout again. And Healing Herb yourself, Nina. Shadow Walk. Because criticals are nice. Now, this guy has a lot of HP as well. If you've been using Ray can make this fight a lot easier. Because while you can't turn into a dragon, his Were-Tiger isn't limited. So you could use Were-Tiger, Focus, and burn him down. Shadow Walk. Start healing people. Heal yourself. Mind Sword. Shadow Walk. Here's Mind Sword. With the intelligence up, you get a lot out of it. Cast Might. Ah, missed! And counterattack! Might. The washout didn't seem to be doing as much as I wanted it to. Shadow Walk. That's better. And just keep swinging away because this guy, like I said, has some serious HP. Yay, bed back! Use heal. This is why I wanted to study under Imtai, not just for the 4 AP and intelligence, which is huge for Nina. There's Inferno! That's the big fire spell! That's why we have Barrier. That is the spell I believe Nina does not learn on her own, is Inferno. Through leveling up. Shadow Walk, heal. Mind Sword. That has thousands of HP. That's why it's so important to get your defenses up. Sirocco. Now that's probably the most damaging spell he has. And it's just, in general, one of the strongest spells in the game. Because it's like Simoon, which we know was really strong when we got it. Well, it's like that, except a really big version. Let's rejuvenate on Ryu. That back, and I think the boss has shown just about all the tricks he has. He will destroy you, though, if you don't get barrier up, you don't get your physical defense up as well. He'll do a ton of damage, as you saw the first few rounds. And your party's gonna have a hard time keeping up. Now that is highly dangerous. That is the really big lightning attack. As you see, it only hits one enemy though, and it will be the same way when Nina gets it. But it does a lot of damage. There we go. All right. 2,000 EXP, no money. But we get something far more important than money. Very good, Ryu. You have proven yourself to me. Very well. I will bequeath to you the true power of the brood. Come here. I give unto you the very essence of the brood, the power that can shake the very foundations of the world, the power of infinity. With this power, the world is in your hands. Listen to me. This is the power which the goddess rightly views. It is in your hands now. Yours and your friends. Always, the warrior of the brood has fought with his allies, his friends, and together they have defeated the goddess. But you needn't follow that path if you so choose. The power is yours, Ryu. Do with it what you will. Farewell, Ryu. Blood of my blood. A mighty power flows into Ryu, awakening his latent power. You found the Infinity Gene. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. With that, you should have all 18 genes. If you don't, you missed one somewhere. But those are all the genes. This is the Infinity Gene. Unleashes the full power of the brood. This will allow Ryu to tap into the legendary form he takes in other games. Commonly referred to as Kaiser. Now, in this game, it's interesting. When Ryu uses Infinity, he goes berserk. He can't control it. So it acts like the Were-Tiger. He just starts slapping everything for a ton of damage. You can control it with, the skill name just left me. Influence. Where you mark a target like you do with Ray in Were-Tiger form. You can do that. It looks like you have discovered the power of infinity. Very well. I will tell you where you can find the goddess. You must leave here and travel far to the north, to the desert of death. Horus there will tell you more. And this is actually a very tough part of the game. So before we leave, we should talk to that man Horus, right? That's right. Horus will guide you. We have all waited for this day. For the day our Savior would come and avenge us. Good luck, Ryu. We have placed our trust in you. So, we have the power infinity. I could just leave and, Desert of Death. Past a place called the Factory to the north. Horus would tell you the rest. So that's actually where we have to go now. Is the, factory. Of course, that will have to wait till next time. One final thing. There is a master here, actually. Talk to this blank wall. It's Landon. Who awakens me from my rest? That's right, it's the dragon god. You're Ryu. So, the time has finally come. I am the ancient dragon god, Landon. I know what it is that you must do. Do you seek my assistance? Yeah, sure. You must have all 18 dragon genes. Or you can't get them as a master. Very well then. I see that you have awoken the power that lies within you. You are ready to receive what I can give you. Now, you would think, oh, cool. Dragon God, this must be an awesome master. Especially for Ryu, right? Well, here's the thing. He does boost every stat. He gives +2 power, +2 defense, +1 agility, +2 intelligence. Really cool, right? He gives -6 HP and -6 AP. Meaning you practically don't get HP or AP anymore after you go with Landon. That's a huge, huge problem. Now, he does have a skill that's really awesome that I'll probably, I don't know, set somebody to learn it just to give it to Ryu. What is that skill, you may ask? Well, it's actually Aura. You know, that thing that the Force gene gives Ryu, and he blasts something for power ×2 holy damage? Yeah, that one. You can learn that from Landon. 9 levels training with Landon will do that. His other skills are okay as well. I think he gives a skill that increases your hit percentage. It gives a skill, just a basic holy attack, and something else. I don't remember. But don't have Ryu train with him. Because HP and AP are what Ryu need. A lot. Especially the AP. The -6 AP is just way too much of a killer for Ryu. Very well for now. So we're not going to set anybody to train with him for now. But the skills are pretty cool. So there's that. Check time here. Yeah, it's way too long of an episode. So, next time, we will head to the factory. I guess I can talk to the guy real quick. You're ready to leave then? I'll go with you as far as the desert. Wait. Really? Let me know when you're ready. Ready to leave then? Sure. Alright, let's go. So, the factory is up north, and then once we get past the factory, we'll be in the desert. But, let's go ahead and rest. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. It's a really long episode, but a lot happened. There's Horace, by the way. He's actually in camp, which I always thought was cool. Nice little detail there. And I'll also, at that time, show off the Infinity Gene. And I'll also show off a few tricks with the Infinity Gene, too. One of which is kind of meh, and one which is super awesome. And we'll show off the real full power of the Brood. But you're gonna have to wait for that. Until the next episode, I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.